Venturing into the Canadian backcountry is a surreal experience, offering breathtaking natural beauty with its rivers, waterfalls, mature forest, along with an incredible network of trails. Situated near Batchewana Bay lies the Tribag Mine Trail, a challenging yet rewarding path that beckons adventurers. Once well-traveled, this route has become less used, presenting an opportunity for renewal and discovery. Its rugged terrain, river crossings, rocky sections promise an exhilarating journey for those willing to take on the challenge. Join Shannon from Warthog Overland and I as we tackle this amazing trail.
Oh
no. Would you like to play a game?
I'm going to stay up here and call for help myself.
I'm afraid of the dark.
Gonna be legend, wait for it, dairy.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Trail Expedition. My name is Scott. This is Shannon from Warthog Overland, and we're in Canada. All right guys, so we came in Canada through Sault Ste. Marie. We got here last night. Beautiful area, right in the Batchewana forest area. We're camped right along this little river. I think this is Chippewa River. I believe that's what it is anyway. But we're right on this river, right next to this bridge. Camp is set up here. I did bring my overland trailer for this trip just because we're going to be here 3 nights and it's just kind of nice to set up base camp and just kind of leave everything here. So like I said, I have the trailer set up here. This is my super awesome awning that I got off Amazon. It's super cheap and kind of doesn't look awesome, but keeps us dry. It downpoured on us last night, so it was nice to have. But anyway, we have camp pretty much all packed up, and we're going to be hitting out of the road here. The trail that we're going to be hitting today is called Tribag Mine Trail. Basically, it's a really gnarly trail that goes out to a mine. I believe it used to be a decommissioned mine. However, someone recently told me that they're actually mining it again, so I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get in there and check it out or not. But the trail to get out there is supposed to be pretty awesome. Anyway, stay tuned. All right guys, so we left camp this morning. We're just getting into the Tribag Mine Trail area. Basically, it's a loop trail system, and we camped at the very end of the loop. So we're starting out on the harder section. We're gonna get all that knocked out first, and then when it loops back around, it should take us right back to where we're camped. So I found this trail on Onyx Off-Road months ago, and I've been wanting to do it. I've actually never been to this part of Canada. I've been wanting to do this trail for a while. However, I did not have my passport. It had long expired. And then the other thing that you can use is an enhanced driver's license, which I did not have either. But I recently got. So, and like literally, we left on a Saturday, and my enhanced driver's license showed up in the mail on a Friday. So talk about cutting it close. But anyway, I'm super excited to do this trail, especially this time of the year, just because it's color change season. It's the middle of October right now, and you know, all the trees are just this brilliant oranges and reds and yellows, and still some greens here and there, but it's just, you know, just awesome coloring right now. As you guys can see, this is a blue trail on Onyx Off-Road. And a blue trail means that it's moderate in difficulty. Green trails are going to be your easiest. Black trails are going to be harder than the blues. And then there are red trails as well, which you don't really find a whole lot of those. So this is going to be more of a moderate trail, which honestly I feel like that's kind of the sweet spot for Gladiators, just because they got such the long wheelbase, and you know, my Wrangler is definitely more off-road capable, but for what we're doing, the Gladiator is the perfect platform. Well, we're only 4 miles into this trail, and like I said, it's not been hard at all yet. Like literally you could take a 2-wheel drive vehicle through this portion of it. We just passed this awesome waterfall. It's not even listed on the map, but man, it just runs right along this river here, and it was pretty cool. All right, guys, so we just passed that waterfall section, and we came to this kind of an ominous sign. It says, "Danger, bridge removed." So we'll go take a look at it. Obviously, we're not too worried about it. We're in lifted Jeeps. There is a mid-sized truck that's behind us, though, and not really sure if he's going to attempt this or not. Oh, it doesn't look bad at all. It's not. Yeah, you can kind of see where the bridge once was. Yeah, right through here. But, I mean, it's just a little bit of standing water. Not that bad at all. All right, so we just passed that area at the 5 mile mark where it said bridge was out, and it's not hard at all, guys. It's like maybe 3 to 5 inches of standing water right there. But you can see the old structure where the bridge used to be, and it looks really cool. All right, guys, so at the 5.8 mile mark, we get to that washout area. It doesn't look like it's anything too hard. You definitely gotta hug it, you know, high on your driver's side here, it looks like. But it's an old culvert drain pipe that basically washed out. So we'll get a little off camber here, but not anything our Jeeps can't handle. All right, so we just passed that washout area, which wasn't hard at all. I mean, it looks kind of intimidating, but it's not bad. Right around 6 miles. I don't know, what is this, Shannon? What do you think this is? It almost looks like a rope bridge or something.
Oh, look at that.
Is that what it is, a rope bridge?
Yeah, it looks like something to sneak across to the other side.
Yeah. Well, it's got a ladder. You want to try it? Well, it's like, how do you, I mean, it's just a rope with, like, I mean, I wonder if maybe it's for goods or something. You could tell, like, a bridge probably used to be here. You know, obviously you got your concrete slabs and your bolts. So there probably was a bridge here at one point. Looks like we got another bridge that's been removed. So that was our second bridge out area, and crossing, it was not a problem at all. I mean, there must have not have been a whole lot. I mean, it did rain pretty hard last night, but literally there's like maybe 6 inches of water tops. So any standard 4-wheel drive should be able to do this trail so far. And like I said, I think we've been in 2-wheel drive the entire time. So I think it is going to get harder though. All right, guys, we're just about 8 miles into the trail, and so far, not been hard. It's been all very manageable with a standard four-wheel drive vehicle. It is beautiful though, especially with all these little creek crossings that we're having to do with these bridges being out. And like I said, they're not deep at all. But like I said, this time of the year is like the perfect time of the year for wheeling, if you ask me. Just because the color change just adds so much to this. Oh, FYI, if you're afraid of pinstripes, don't do this trail. You having fun, Shannon?
Heck yeah, this is awesome.
It is awesome. It's been a great trail so far. It look like we're just like crossing the same creek over and over and over and over again. So this is another creek crossing. I don't know, what number is this? 5, 6, 7?
Yes, I think it's
Yeah.
like number 5.
So you could tell there was a structure here at one time. Maybe those are just signposts, I'm not really sure, but yeah, just another creek and up this way. Alright guys, we hit the 10-mile mark, and on Onyx Off-Road, it does go from Tribag Mine Trail to Rudy Vera Memorial Trail. It basically is just a continuation of the Tribag Mine Trail, and then as you make the full loop, it changes names 3 or 4 times actually, but it's pretty much all the same trail. So it's going to get really tight through here. So I think we'll probably have to spot each other coming through. Honestly, it doesn't look bad. Okay, I thought it was, this is that spot though that Tom was telling me about where a couple people on a quad or something died out here because like they flipped their quad into the river. But there's, you guys can see, there's a cross up here where a couple people, I don't know if they were on a side-by-side or a quad or something along those lines. Oh, okay. And that's probably why they call this the Rudy Vera Trail, because it looks like those are the names of the people that died. Pretty recently too, 2022.
You ready for this?
Yeah. Honestly, it doesn't look bad. I mean, just take it slow and it'll be okay.
Good. One more driver. 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 Okay, great. Perfect.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. This spot is barely wide enough to get a Jeep through. Having that forward-facing camera really does help, but you really got to take it slow, and it definitely does help to have a spotter in this section. You want to stay more driver than anything, okay? Okay, little passenger, straighten out right there. Straighten out. Okay, forward. Basically, you're gonna put your driver's side tire right through here. Nice and slow. Yep. Yep. Looking good. All right, hold that line, keep coming. Okay, a little bit passenger, just a little bit. That looks good. Keep coming. Now straighten out. Okay. Okay. Passenger just a little bit. Okay. Keep coming. Perfect. Hold that line. Okay. Driver just a little bit. Okay, keep coming. You got it. You got it.
Holy crap.
You know, the sketchiest part is the back passenger side tire, because it wants to drop into that. And look, I mean, when you're in four-wheel drive, you should be able to pull yourself out with the front tires. But that's probably the sketchiest part, is that back tire. It wants to dip down into that.
Awesome.
You got it. Yeah, so when you guys are coming through this, the sketchiest part, especially for the longer wheelbase Gladiators, your rear passenger tire, I mean, you're riding right along this ridge. I mean, you're right into this. So you can get your front end far enough over to the driver's side, but like I said, when you start turning into it, that passenger side, that rear tire just wants to drop into that hole. But we got through it. That's definitely the sketchiest part of the trail. So Shannon, I want to let you know, when I came through here, my rear passenger tire, I was like scraping up against this, and my rock slider was right against it.
Oh, wow.
So I just wanted to let you know, you're probably better than I am though, because you're cut wide enough, but when you start coming over, you want to cut wide to this side.
Got it.
Okay, you may even have to 3-point turn it.
Okay.
All right, keep coming. Okay, back up a little bit. Okay, stop. All the way this way. Nice and slow. Keep coming, just like you got it. Yep. Hard into here. There you go. Perfect. Now start cutting it this way. Okay, now try to straighten out as much as possible. They say you didn't touch it all. I scraped along that tree over there, but you were good. You took it wide enough. So if you guys are going to do this trail, it is extremely tight through this area, you know, especially with the longer wheelbase vehicles. So right around that 11-mile mark on this trail, that's where things get a little interesting. It gets extremely narrow. If you're in a side-by-side, not a big deal. If you're in a full-size vehicle, it's extremely tight. I highly recommend using a spotter in that area. Okay, stop. Back up a little bit. Okay, now stop. Turn all the way this way. Yep. It's gonna be close. Okay, I think you're good over here. Now straight if you can. If you can go straight, stay straight. All right, now driver. Driver. Okay, you're good on this side. Whew. Really tight through this area, guys. We're just around 11.5 miles in. Really tight in this area for full-size rigs. Butt pucker on that one, that little section of half a mile up there.
Well, it was weird because I was on that bank. I was staying really far left.
Yeah.
And even though my sway bars were disconnected, I felt it it's leaning and leaning.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
same.
Don't fall that way. I hope I'm good.
It's just the axle leaning that way. You're good. All right, guys. The section that's right around the 11-mile mark on this trail it gets extremely tight and it gets extremely off camber. You know, if you're in a full-size rig like a Jeep, you know, take your time with it. Like, we're going 1 mile an hour, just crawling along this trail. And the thing is, you're right next to this drop off right into the river as well, which is anywhere from a 3 to 5 foot drop right here. So, you know, you're gonna get pinstripes, that's for sure. I mean, your driver's side is right up against the trees and it gets very off camber. It's a cool trail though. I'm happy to report the trail is widening out and there's nothing to drop off of. So this portion here is a little tricky just because you got to watch the roof line with that tree. All right, stay straight. All right. You got it. I should have made a disclaimer to you before we started this trail that I'm not afraid of pinstripes whatsoever.
I didn't have an option when I bought this, so it was kind of one of those, well, it's black, so it's inevitable.
So we're on the part of the trail right here that splits to the left, and this left, where this splits off, this goes to Tribag Mine. I'm gonna shoot down this trail and just take a quick look at it. All right, so this is the Tribag Mine area. Didn't see any gate or anything like that. Doesn't look like there's any active mining either. So we just met a group of locals up here at Tribag Mine, and it is all open. I mean, they said the further up you go, you can actually get into the mine itself. So we're going to take a look at some of this stuff that's here, and then we're going to head up that way and check that out as well. So what those guys were saying, you know, the locals, the Canadians that we were just talking to, they said Tribag Mine used to be an old copper mine, and one of the guys was saying that they were mining gold out of here as well. So, I mean, there's tons of foundations. I mean, I'm just walking through one right now. So you can see the concrete slabs in the ground. I mean, obviously the structures, a lot of these structures out here are just completely collapsed. Still just really, really cool to see though. The kind of trails that I like to run are the trails that have history tied to them, and this fits the bill for sure. What are these, like core drillings? I think that's what these might be. Perfectly cylindrical. It's kind of neat. What do you think, Shannon? Do you think these are like core samples?
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah, I just found a couple of them.
Wow.
I think that's what they did with these though, isn't it? Like where they drilled down to like test the samples of the stone or whatever?
I think so.
I mean, that's what they look like. They're
Wow,
perfectly
those are cool.
round. Yeah, they are cool. So our Canadian friends left. So Shannon and I are just walking around out here trying to see what we can see. A lot left here. Really not sure, you know, what any of this stuff was for. But like I said, there's a lot of it. I mean, there's tons of foundations up through here. Really cool to see. Lots of history in this area. All right, guys, back in the trucks, onward and upward. We're gonna see if we can actually find the opening of the mine. So the locals that we talked to out here, they said the mine is open and it is accessible. They said you can go in it. They said when you do go in it, make sure you wear boots just because I guess there's some standing water. They said take a coat because it's cold down there, and bring a flashlight or a headlamp because it's dark. So hopefully we can find it and check it out and show you guys and bring you guys along with us. All right, we're making our descent down to where the opening of the mine is. It's barely an opening. It looks like someone recently had a fire here, and it looks like they didn't put it out, so that thing is still going. Well, that's how wildfires happen right there. I mean, granted it's on a concrete slab, but we'll go ahead and put that out while we're here. You see this fire over here?
What's that?
You see that fire over there?
I did. It's still going really good.
Yeah, we got to put that out. last of my drinking water.
Oh, I got plenty of water if you need water.
Okay. How's it look?
It's okay for 40-year-olds.
How about 42-year-olds?
42, you're still good. The 50-year-old's gonna pass.
Okay. Does it drop down quite a bit?
It's a funky. It's
Oh man, it's. Oh, okay. There's like a steel door and everything. Okay. Oh, it doesn't look bad. Man, he's right though. It's cold. You could feel that cold air coming out.
As soon as I came up here, I'm like, oh, you
Man.
can feel it.
I might go grab a jacket, and then I might poke my head in there.
Okay.
All right, guys, I'm going in. Whew. Probably a 30-degree temperature difference between here and where Shannon's at right there. It's crazy.
I'm going to stay up here and call for help with my cell service. Just in case we need it.
Look at the size of this door. It's massive. All right. Oh, wow. Turn you guys around here. So, it's pretty tall in here. I'd say it's probably a 15-foot ceiling. Goes back quite a ways that way. It looks like it's got 2 corridors. So there's standing water in here. So, but I got my muck boots on, so we're good. So that way, to the right, it must go down because the water line rises really fast. So I'm wondering if it gets really deep right there. This way to the left, it's not so high. So let's take a look over here. It is really creepy in here, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Some water coming down right there. And it goes back quite a ways. We'll walk another minute and we'll probably head back after that. Another little corridor, and on the other side, another one. There's a pipe on the ground. Looks like that was maybe a corridor that was being blasted at one time. Oh, okay. Does it end right here? Looks like it may end here or it turns, one of the two. Oh wow, look at that. So that must be a corridor that goes up further. Not really sure what those are, but really old. All right, yep, it just turns to the left here. I mean, it continues on. Next turn here, and then we'll head back. Okay, so another dead end there. Yeah, I mean, it just keeps going, guys. All right, I've seen enough. Heading back out to the front door here. Water here is probably 3 to 4 inches deep.
The Tribag Mine was a former copper mine that operated from 1962 to 1974. It contained a mill site, a tailings management area, waste rock, and an underground workings that spanned 3 mining zones.
Oh, that was cool.
See, it was creepy to me, and I wasn't even in there.
Oh, it was creepy. It was definitely creepy. But, I mean, I couldn't believe how big and wide open it was.
Really?
Yeah, here's that flashlight. Yeah, that actually helped really, really good. I think it'd be easier going up and over.
All right, Scott's climbing out of the mine. Oh, wow. Actually, yeah, see, I would have did that 8 years ago. I would have did that 8 years ago at 42.
Whew, now it's hot. All right, guys, the Tribag Mine was really cool. Not gonna lie, it was really creepy in there. Like this really long, dark corridor of just water and just, I mean, I guess the upside is it was really wide and it had really tall ceilings, so it's like you didn't feel super claustrophobic, but super dark in there, super cold. I mean, it just kept going. And, you know, I took a couple turns and I walked for several minutes, but I got to the point where it's like, you know, the other thing too, it's already 3:30 in the afternoon. We're going to lose daylight in about 2 to 3 hours, and we're not even halfway through this trail yet, so we need to get back on it and get to it. So, you ready?
Ready.
So we're leaving the Tribag area and we found this little, it's like a little lake house right on the water. We're gonna go check it out real quick.
Hope nobody's home.
I know, look at
In your cool house.
Look at this little shack out in the middle of here. Oh, there's another little building up there. I wonder if that's like an outhouse maybe. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's a grill here. That's not ominous at all. Would you like to play a game? I want to, but do you? Break in at your own risk.
Wow.
Yeah, we're okay.
All right.
All right. Well,
Thank
time
you.
time to go.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, it looks like an outhouse up there. I mean, cool spot. I bet you the fishing's probably awesome in here.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
762.
Yeah, looks like it. All right, well, I think I've seen enough.
Yep, ready to go away from the creepy house.
Yep. All right, onward and upward. All right, guys, so we're just leaving Tribag Mine. It was really cool in there. It is open, you can go in there. It is super creepy, super dark, really cold. Like I said, just make sure you bring a flashlight, some mud boots as well, because you probably got about 6 inches of standing water in there. So now we're getting back on the trail. We need to get back out to the main trail, the main loop part of it. So we're heading out of the mine area. And then, like I said, we need to try to make camp again before it gets too dark. What do you think? Go back in two-wheel and put some miles down?
Yep, I'm down.
All right, let's do it. According to Onyx, this trail changes names again. It looks like now it's called Washout Way. Alright guys, so we're 22 miles into this trail, and that is including the Tribag Mine part of the trail, which is the out and back to the mine. We're on the part of the trail called Washout Way. It smooths right out. It's a little bit more open. We're just trying to put some miles down right now because we're trying to get to camp before it gets too dark. Alright, well I guess 4-low is still needed. Well, we were wondering why it was called Washout Way, and we found the reason why. Huge washouts. So you can stay high right on it if you want, or you can disconnect the sway bar and get flexy with it. We're at a 25-degree roll right here. Made a wrong turn. That's why it's good to have Onyx and have downloaded maps, just because we would have just made our merry way down this trail and probably gotten lost and not gotten to camp. So I'm glad Shannon caught that before we got too far down this trail. All right, so we turned back around from the trail that we thought we were supposed to go on and turned left down this little side trail, and this is the way that's on Onyx. It's not very well traveled at all. I mean, look at this trail.
Pretty interesting that the other one is traveled more than this one is.
Yeah, I mean, according to Onyx, this is the way we're supposed to be going, but it definitely does not look well traveled at all. So this Washout Way road, this is the trail that transitions from Tribag and all the other ones. It gets really tight. It's definitely wooded. It doesn't look very well traveled. I mean, look at this. It's just wide enough to get a Jeep through, but definitely getting pinstripes. You ready for a little river crossing action?
Totally.
It really makes you wonder when the last time a full-size vehicle's been down this trail.
Right?
The pinstripes are just next level. I can't believe this is the actual trail. That's crazy.
All right, here we go.
All right, guys, got another river crossing. Shannon took the lead, so he's gonna go through first on this one. So still on washout way. It's a steep downhill down to the river, and this part of the river looks a little bit deeper than the previous one. Alright guys, we just did that river crossing. We're doing another creek crossing right now. It's currently 6:30, sunset's at 6:40, so we're losing daylight really quick. We still got quite a ways to go. Alright guys, we are on Highline Highway. This is the last stretch of the trail that we're on. This should get us back to camp. We're losing daylight really fast. So this portion of this trail, this Highline Drive, it kind of follows these power lines along the road. However, the trail sneaks in and out of the woods as well. So it's not just a straight shot down the power lines. Like right now we're in the woods, and then it'll probably pop us back out to the power lines a little bit and then put us back in the woods. It kind of goes back and forth. I did want to give a big shout out to Novsite. I have their pod lights on my Gladiator, and they just, you know, they do quite, like, here, I'll show you the difference. So this is with my Novsite lights on, with my high beams, and that's with them off. On, off. Those Novsite lights make quite a bit of difference.
Yeah, I love lighting, plus I'm blind as a bat at night.
All right, just getting back to camp. 8 o'clock at night, and we went 50 miles altogether. What a trail.
Ten-hour crazy hair.
10 hours on the trail, 50 miles in total. The Tribag Mine Trail, which consists of like a loop of different trail names, but mostly just Tribag Mine Trail. That's what we're going to call this. Awesome, epic trail. If you guys ever come to Canada, definitely put this one on your bucket list. What'd you think, Shannon?
Epic.
Yeah.
I mean, it was more than that. For me,
Yes.
this was the most challenging trail I've ever been on.
It definitely had some spots where you were super off camber. You could have rolled easily.
Yes.
So anyway, this trail is just a ton of fun to do, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will catch you guys in the next one.
Thank you.